So there is a very fascinating figure from Hindu mythology known as Kakbhushundi. So he is in the form of a crow and known for his great devotion towards Lord Rama. Now there is a very interesting story behind his this form of a crow. So at the very beginning he used to be a great devotee of Lord Shiva. And at one instance, he was so engrossed in chanting the name of Shiva that he was completely unaware of the arrival of his guru. Now, because he was so much engrossed in his devotion that he showed no respect towards his guru, and this made Lord Shiva very angry. Of course, because Guru comes before Bhagwan. So, Lord Shiva cursed him with 1000 non human lives. But at the request of the Guru, Lord Shiva, although was not able to take back the curse, he said that after completing this 1000 lives, he will be born as a human and with great wisdom and also with great devotion towards Lord Rama. So, after completing this whole cycle of 1000 lives, he was born as a great sage with great wisdom and was named as Bhushundi. Now, in this life, he got into a serious debate with sage Lomasa, which resulted in another curse, and that made him a crow. And that's how he became Kakbhushundi. In this life, his devotion towards Lord Rama is unexplainable. He was such a great devotee that he even have received blessing from Lord Rama of immortality. He have even received a boon to travel at any point in time, whenever, wherever, and as many times as he wants to. Now, his love towards Lord Rama was so much that he have seen Ramayana for 11 times and Mahabharata for 16 times. But the most interesting part is that he claimed that every time he saw Ramayana or the Mahabharata, the results were different. For example, if for the first time that he saw Ramayana, Ravana lost and Rama won. But another time when he saw the same Ramayana, Rama lost and Ravana won. But the question is, how is this even possible? Because understand this, that if something has already happened, no matter how long or how many times you watch it, the result should always be the same because the thing has already happened. For example, if you have eaten an apple yesterday, if you travel back to yesterday and if you watch yourself eating that apple, the result will always be the same. You are going to eat that apple and at that same particular frame of time. But as per Kakbhushundi, the results were different. And as I always say, that Hindu mythology has its own way of describing things. It uses the stories to decode various realities. So now let's try to decode this. So let's understand this with the help of this example. So for example, you're watching a video which let's say is 1 minute and 30 seconds long. So it starts from this particular point obviously. Now you can watch this video as many times as you want to, and you can even set the time frame according to your ease. For example, you are setting the time frame at this point, which is let's say 59 seconds, and then you can also drag it to this point, which again is let's say 1 minute and 1 second, and you can then drag it all the way towards the end. Now, no matter how many times you watch this video and at which time frame you set the video, the content will always be the same. It will be the constant, no matter how many times you watch it, no matter at which time frame you watch it, it will be the same. So, in the instant case, as Kakbhushundi claimed that whenever he watched Ramayana or the Mahabharata, the result always differed. So, is this possible? Yes, it is. If he watches the same from different world. Let's take this as Earth 1 and then this as Earth 2. So, for instance, if Kakbhushundi watched Ramayana for the first time from Earth 1, he got a result where Rama won the battle and Ravana lost it. Then he travels to another world, which is Earth 2, and he watches Ramayana for the second time and he got a result where Rama lost the battle and Ravana won. Similarly, if he continues his journey and he travels to Earth 3, maybe there Sita never got kidnapped. Although the Ramayana happened, but it was not because of Sita, it was because of some other reason. So this can continue as many times as he travels, and as many earths he travels, the results will always be different. And in the instant case, as he claimed that he watched Ramayana for 11 times and Mahabharata for 16 times, which signifies that he has watched all these epics from different worlds, that is from 11 and 16 different earths. So now this signifies that there are many earths that are in existence. However, the characters remains the same, the roles get reversed. So in each of the world, no matter how many times you travel back and forth to different earths, the characters will always be the same. However, the roles will be reversed, and they could be same too at different earths. And as for the time is never constant, which the science also says now. So time will always differ, and our way of experiencing the time will always differ in different earths, and that's how the results will be different for a similar or a particular event that has occurred in past or that is going to occur in future. Now the second question is, are all these earths or this multiple parallel worlds are a part of one particular galaxy or one particular universe or one particular cosmos, or are there many of them too? Now let's understand this with another example. Let's take this as a land which has many different trees of different shape and size. Now, if we take this particular tree out of the group, you'll see that this particular tree has many branches, and each of the branch includes many leaves, and each of the branch holds fruits, a bunch of fruits, or maybe just one in one branch, but there are multiple fruits that the tree produces. So for example, let's take this as a apple tree. So if you pluck one or two or three apples, you'll see that they will be identical in taste. However, they will differ in shape and size, which is of course possible. But after all, they will all be called as apple. You can't say that it's not an apple. It is an apple. However, they are different in shape and size, but they all are apple. So this whole particular tree consists of multiple of apples with different shapes and size, however identical in taste. If I say that this apple represents earth, so there are multiple earths that are a part of this galaxy, the branches, and then which again is part of this particular tree, which is the universe, and this particular tree is again a part of this land, which is again the cosmos. Now this science also believes that there are not just one or two, but multiple and multiple of universes having their own planets, that is a lot of earth, a lot of sun, a lot of moon, and then there are us. Now it's not only limited to this whole particular cosmos having their own universes and galaxies and planets and their beings is just a holographic projection. That is, this particular stuff is actually a holographic projection, and there is something that is projecting this something is projecting this whole thing, that is something is projecting the whole of the cosmos, the universe, the galaxies. So there is even the possibility of multiple of this something which is making the holographic projections of many other cosmos, universes, and there could be multiple of them. We never know. Ancient scriptures and ancient people has always said that everything that you see or observe is just an illusion. Nothing is real. Let's understand this with another and the last example. You see, there is a room full of the mirrors, which you might have also seen somewhere, and you're standing in between of the room, and each of the mirror is projecting your reflection. Now, if someone, a person, unaware of the fact that you are in the room and the room is full of mirrors, if the person watches it from the outside, the person will never get to know what and which one is the real. For him, maybe this particular mirror is real. A person standing at this angle, for him, maybe this particular image is real. But in reality, none of them are actually real. So, this could give you an idea that the existence is far more than what we can ever imagine. It's like the more we dig in, the deeper it gets. So, all this multiverse, this time, the space, and everything, they do exist, but they are not the reality. We all are the part of a bigger illusion. Way back in time when people used to believe that time is the only factor that's constant. But now we have reached to a conclusion that even the time is not constant. It differs at different dimension. This is the reason why our experiences of life and death differs. It's because of the factor time and the nature of time that we experience. So there are multiple of us that are in existence experiencing time differently.